Lawmakers in Rivers State, House of Assembly signed an impeachment notice against Governor Simi Fubara and his deputy, Professor Ngozi Udu. Two other legislators have withdrawn from the plot, calling instead for a political resolution to the crisis. Honorable Bali Nwako and Honorable Emila Amadi urged their colleagues to halt the impeachment proceedings, emphasizing that dialogue and diplomacy could better resolve tension between the executive and legislative arm of the Rivers State government. Speaking at a press conference in Port Harcourt yesterday, Wednesday, both said that they have been urged by Rivers elders and people to seek a political solution rather than pursue impeachment, and stated that it is not a sin of team for them to sign into resolving the issues rather than war. And they said it's a demonstration of a forgiving heart and not that of weakness that they are committing for a peaceful resolution of the conflict. They also added that there should be assurance from the governor and his deputy to adhere to constitutional provisions and also honor past agreements under presidential supervision could pave the way for reconciliation. This development brings to four the number of lawmakers who initially supported the impeachment notice but are now advocating for a peaceful resolution of the issue. The Rivers State House of Assembly is expected to reconvene today, January 15, 2026, to further deliberate on the impeachment proceedings against the governor and his deputy, who are alleged to have committed gross misconduct. But the big question is, should impeachment be the way forward? And should strict, or rather sticking to the earlier agreement, really turn things around, or they should be left alone? But anyway, what needs to be done to end the unending political crisis in Rivers State is what this edition of Dialogue is centered on. And that is ending the unending political crisis in Rivers. That's what we're having as a major discourse today on Dialogue. We're talking about ending the unending political crisis in Rivers. And who better for us to have as a guest on Dialogue, who will be joining us for the very first time, but giving us a basic insight on what needs to be done. And we're talking of no other person, a politician, an environmentalist, and indeed, we'll just consider him an elder statesman, or the man he said he's not retired dead. And we're talking of no other person but Chief Sunny Onuesoke. Remember, he was the former governorship aspirant in Delta State. Good morning, Chief Sunny Onuesoke, and welcome to Atlantic TV.
Thank you for having me.
Well, anyway,
I was surprised that I was torn. I never knew it's set up like this anymore. When I heard it, when you invited me, I said, "Yeah." You said, "Man."
Well,
I'm satisfied with such things. Those are the kind of investors I want. Really need to go in and have a control of the media.
Thank you so much.
I give kudos to the investor.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But anyway, let's return to the major issue, because funny enough, I read your piece on the Vanguard newspaper concerning this crisis. And, well, it's an interesting piece, but I'll leave that alone, but rather let us stick to it. Like I said in my introduction, now two other lawmakers are seeking for a peaceful resolution of this issue, which is now adding to the two other ones that were also advocating for a peaceful resolution rather than one that will require conflict. Now, do you feel the voice of reasoning as it concerns a peaceful resolution is the best way to go? Because what I'm asking, or rather saying, that we do know that the Rivers State House of Assembly would today reconvene to talk about the impeachment notice to Governor Fubara and his deputy, Ngozi. So let's look at it. They are now calling for a sense of reasoning and a sense of dialogue. So I want your reaction as it concerns this, undermining you've given your insights on what you feel needs to be done.
If I'm supposed to go with my national publications and my positions in respect of the Rivers State issue, I'm not even supposed to,
discuss about
because
this.
It's like I'm shooting myself. Like I've made a statement and I'm not reversing myself to discuss an issue. But let's get something very clear here. Point of correction, those 4 lawmakers, let's not misconcept, let's not give the public a misconception, a view that is not, now, we doesn't know where they're really coming from.
Yeah.
These 4 guys, they didn't defect from the signature. They wanted peace. They didn't leave because they were signatory before, but now they've decided to say, no, we are with Fubara. No. They just decided to get a kind of a coincidence. Those 4 guys said, why we try to market our destiny to the national fabric? Why don't we just come down ourselves and settle ourselves? We can always meet our governor. Now we've made the attempts. That was the first attempt that led to the declaration of state of emergency. You still remember?
Yeah.
Because of impeachment procedures before the president interfered. And now we are starting again. It's like we, legislators, we're almost mocking ourselves. Let's walk to the governor. Let's invite the governor. These are the things. But in most cases, I'm not one-sided.
Yeah.
The speaker has always been saying, we've invited him several times without numbers. He wouldn't come. He subordinates us. Yeah. He doesn't take us as reasonable people.
He doesn't respect the legislative arm.
Maybe he has much regard for the judiciary than the legislation. And you know the judiciary is the real medicine.
Yeah.
It's the checkmate of both parties. You understand? So the issue there is, let's not use River State issue and declare Nigeria of serious discourse. But anyway, we've said the topic of the day is all about River State. If the president want to interfere again, somebody just called me not quite too long, he said he did not adhere to the agreement of what the agreement entered at the presidency. But that should be jettisoned.
Yeah.
He's an elected governor. And the legislators are elected. You don't give room to the president to interfere in such issues. Let them decide. If they decided to, that's my point I keep making. Because I don't want people to call Wike in this issue. Wike is not body in River State. As far as the law is concerned. What we believe is
elected officials, be government, be governor or legislator.
Yes, that's it. So they know how to settle them. So I said, leave River State, let them settle their problem. It is not meant for us to make cash up. Because somebody just going to make songs of praise and maybe they're going to cash
for this camp or that camp.
This camp. We don't need that. They are creating more disarray to the unity, to the peace infantry of what is supposed to be done. And let me ask you one thing. I just have to give kudos to these 4 legislators who are bold enough not to defect from the signature, get it very clear, but decided to say it is better we make peace. We are matured men. Other legislators from the other 35 states of the country, they are making us a laughing stock. Why don't we revise ourselves? We are so matured. We are talking about a state that we preside over, like a state they call River State. Everybody understand that River State is the Houston, Texas of Nigeria. In terms of oil and the words, the oil companies and other installations. So why are we not trying to play that role as the Houston, Texas legislator of this country? So that is the point I'm just going to look at.
Now, yes, you've given us a reason why you feel peace should be the way to go.
That's absolutely.
Whether we call for peace or not, let's be frank. Let's put the cards on the table.
Absolutely.
Whether we call for peace or not, like I said in my introduction, the River State House of Assembly will reconvene today.
Sure.
And the impeachment notice is on the table.
Sure.
That's what they are going to talk about. Now, my next question is, yes, we've heard from Fubara. He said, well, he's going to leave everything for God. We know. That's the statement, and he said so early this week. But my next question is, resolution of this issue will end all of this. Whether it is peaceful or not, a total resolution. And this is not the first time this is happening.
Yeah, the second time.
So, should Fubara, as a governor, not eat the humble pie and reach out to his perceived godfather to end all of this? Should that be not the best way to go?
I don't want to discuss. I'm not seeing the hand of the godfather in this issue. You see, tell Fubara to climb from us. It's a simple thing to be discussed today, to be settled today. I want to tell you this, I promise.
Okay.
If Fubara can hear me today, because somewhere along the line, I'm privileged to know 3 legislators of River State.
Okay.
We talk. They have a position. They need their stand.
Okay.
The issue is very simple. Let me tell you one thing today. If Fubara is bold enough as a state leader, some of the qualities of a good leader, an elected leader, is humble. You have to be very humble. You got to be very honest. Then you know what, Ness? That's humility. If Fubara walks to the House of Assembly today that is going to convene, I'm going to tell you this thing, the whole matter will be settled. If Fubara could be bold enough to say, hey man, Ale Malere, how do you call the speaker? What is going on? Why are we trying to, are we only the state in the country? Why all this? But I know there are certain things the legislators are trying to cover within themselves. I heard from the rumor me that the legislators wanted automatic ticket.
For them.
For them.
Under the platform of the APC.
Under the platform of the APC. You understand? And you should understand that the head of APC today in University is Fubara, if you like it or not. You understand? I don't know the structures. Because there's a point there. Rivers State is a mixture of PDP and what?
Yeah.
PDP and APC. You understand? I don't know the structures of PDP, but the head of APC in Rivers State today is Fubara. All I'm appealing to Fubara, it's just simple. I tell Fubara, if this program could be heading straight to Rivers State, Fubara should be bold enough today, move his deputy governor himself, some top government official, walk to the ass, embrace the speaker, let them eat together in a dinner today. That impeachment move will turn to a dinner move. It's a simple calculation. But I just want to tell you one thing. Proudness, arrogance does not make you a good leader.
Now, Chief Sunny Onuesoke, I will bring you also to speed in understanding that it might not be that easy. If you let me learn,
go ahead.
It might not be that easy for him to reach out to the Speaker of the House of Assembly if he does not also fall through with an agreement himself and his benefactor, the FCT minister Nyesom Wike did. Now, if you could still remember, before the generation of this new set of crises, Wike said they had an agreement that he will not go for a second term, that he was only surprised that he moved to the APC and is now seeking second term under
Is it the agreement
the umbrella?
Let's get something clear for the public. Is it the agreement after the first crisis?
So Nyesom Wike said, an agreement that was reached with Mr. President that Fubara would not seek for a second term in office, and he feels that Fubara had reneged on that very promise. Before the crisis, we do know, with all due respect, has been alleged that the State House of Assembly under the speakership of Martin Owolo is working for no other but the FCT minister. So it is being alleged. So
it's alleged.
It is as alleged. Now, do you see a resolution with Wike not coming first to help the resolution with the Speaker of the State House of Assembly?
I want to get something clear here. When the first crisis started, they went on an agreement.
Yes.
An agreement, if I want to enumerate an agreement, we won't live here.
No, we'll not live here. Please don't.
You say one of the agreement is he makes sure that the government is not coming back. Why is, I don't want to say, Wike is one of the politicians I respect most in this country. I have to say, I'm proudly saying it, that Wike is like a friend.
Okay.
We've not met physically, but I'm so close to his SSA Larry.
And AIDS.
Yeah, his AIDS. He's a very close friend. I respect Wike in the sense that if he wants anything, he gets it. Not single-handedly. He like carrying people along. He's someone I respect. They call him National Commissioner for Empowerment. Not bicycle or motor or keke. He plays in positions that you're supposed to. And this man, I worked with him, and I'm in this position today. But he's getting to his limit.
Excuse me.
He's my friend. He's getting to his limit. You don't tell somebody. Fubara, we agreed. He campaigned for him. He did everything. He did not install Fubara. Point of correction again. In law, constitutionally, Fubara won his election.
He was duly elected.
He was duly elected. He was not duly elected by Wike. So coming to impose a condition on the governor to say, because we said so, I said it's only one tenor that you're going to go. Who plays God? But who plays God? Is there any document that Fubara signed with Wike to tell Wike that I'm going to run?
But Wike said he would definitely let us see those documents, the agreement on that.
The agreement after the first riot.
After the second, because this could even be the third.
This could be the third.
Yes.
Because even I heard from the grapevine that somebody said among the agreement is that maybe this will not be true. Somebody was telling me that some part of the agreement states Fubara should not come to Abuja. that an elected governor should not attend national executive council meeting.
We're not privy to that very understanding.
Then who said, then are you privy to this document that Wike said is going to, Fubara should just run on one tenor? Who said so?
Okay, now, I rather want us to stick to what is being said. And I rather want...
Who said so?
Well, anyway, Wike, FCT, Wike said they had an agreement. It is there on the media that he should not seek for re-election for a second term. Wike said it, and he even gave all Nigerians an understanding that he will let the agreement be made public. But let's leave that for now and come back to the two lawmakers. I'm talking of no other person but Emela Amading and the Honorable Bali Nwancho. Now, I'm talking about those two that agreed, the second two that agreed yesterday. Now, I rather want to go to what they said, because let's stick with this. Now, they said, we call on the governor and his deputy to adhere to constitutional provisions and honor past agreement under president's supervision, which, as they said, could pave way for total reconciliation. Why also they said that this would be the best way to go. Now, I'm also asking, and I'm minding you feel you've not seen any agreement, hence you cannot talk on any agreement.
I cannot talk on any agreement. But now the two legislators, they came now. They say, yes, they are appealing to their college. We should withdraw our impeachment.
We should withdraw. But they also gave the governor a condition.
A condition. Which condition? Nigerians are not aware. That's why I told Nigerians, leave Rivers State to settle their things internally.
Chief Sunny Onuesoke.
Yes, go ahead.
Should Fubara not also eat the humble pie and go ahead with the agreement? We've not seen the agreement. You've not seen the agreement. Yes. But these two state House of Assembly members are also referring to this agreement. So that means there must be an agreement.
There's an agreement, but the appeal of those two legislators is vague. It's not contentious. Don't tell it inside. How will you just call Nigeria to say you should agree? What is the agreement? That's why I told Nigeria, don't get interfered. You are not coming to my topic. You are not coming to my position since almost 2 years when this debacle is going on. You see, the issue is that leave Rivers State, they know what they are doing. Yes. All these are just diversionary methods. They know what they are doing. Imagine legislator coming out to say, yeah, we are appealing, let's withdraw. Let's withdraw our impeachment. They are signatory to that. But they now came and said, let's withdraw. We are going to withdraw our impeachment notice. Push and all of that. But the governor, we can withdraw it, but the governor should adhere to the agreement. Which agreement? They should tell Nigerian government. That's why I don't want to interfere in Rivers State, and nobody should interfere. Tell the speaker to tell Nigeria the agreement they entered. Tell Mr. Wike to tell Nigeria the agreement they entered. Why are you diverting national issues and focus on Rivers State? Who cares about what happens in Rivers State? Does it affect me? We have major cities like Kano, Lagos, Delta States. These are major cities. Born with investment and generating high income to the federal post. And you just keep saying Rivers State, Rivers State. How long are we going to be in Rivers State? Where there are burning national security issues and somebody's focused on national intention on Rivers State. Who cares? Who said that? Who does that? Why Rivers in Nigeria? We don't want to hear anything about Rivers. Let them, if they want to kill them, they should go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry if I use that.
Chief Sunny Onuesoke, I will plead with you.
We have national issues.
I will
national
plead
issues spending, the tax reform is funding Nigeria, the national insecurity issue is going on, and we are focusing on Rivers State.
Okay, now, Chief Sunny Onuesoke. Chief Sunny Onuesoke.
To go into issues of Rivers State.
But he came into the issue. He did so last week. He pleaded with them to remain status quo. He pleaded.
Status quo?
Chief Sunny Onuesoke, he pleaded with them to remain with the status quo. But let's leave that in. Because I know you are really angered about the issue of Rivers itself. I will plead with you to hold up. Yes, but you know, as an elder statesman, which I know you of, and how much you needed. I know when Kogi was on issues, I know what you did.
I did.
So,
not because I was close to the government. I was straightforward.
I knew the stand you played in resolution of the conflict.
Yes.
So everybody will say every state is also important.
Yes.
But let's come back to our discussion, because if there's no complete resolution of this issue, it will linger for long. Now, my next question, which I also saw you talk part of, is the issue of this for, this against, this for, this against, which is in every way prolonging the problem. Now, one person I want to, because I want your reaction to this. Now, the former governor of Rivers State, Dr. Peter Odili, said some things interesting yesterday. And I'd rather go to what he said so you can get an insight into it. Okay, now, yesterday, he said, or rather, he spoke to Mr. Governor and said, my governor, we want you to know that anywhere you go, we will follow. Wherever you stand, we will stand firm with you. Go ahead. God is with you. You are our political leader in Rivers State. Now, that is what Odili said yesterday. Now, my question is, I want your reaction, as much as I want your reaction to what he said. I also want to ask you, do you feel this side taking on all of these issues, both from state political holders and also national?
Yeah, stakeholders.
Now, do you feel these stakeholders, both state actors and national actors, are the one fueling this crisis and not making it end? Because if you remember a statement Wike said after the reconciliation of the second time, he said Fubara is like a son to him, that he was only misled by some entities, which he did not let us know, that are both having a national face and a state face. So my question, do you feel these political gladiators are fueling the whole issues?
I guess I want to come in. That was why I keep just saying, why don't you leave Rivers State for Rivers State to settle? You can imagine what is coming up from a former respected governor, Odili. He set up to mediate in what is going on, just like what the PANDEF are now doing, trying to settle issues. And either statement like Odili is coming out to say, wherever the governor goes, you are. When you do this, we are. When Wike was molding, was packaging, Fubara, was Odili there to tell Wike, who you tell us to be, now we will follow. Wike, what you want, now we will follow. I at least expected such statement for either statement like Odili.
So you feel it's not right for him?
No,
to
it's very significant. It's not right, and it's not elderly enough for him to say that.
But is it not the right thing to stick with the governor of the state?
That is not the point. As an elder statesman, was he a participant in the victory of Wike? Can he come out and tell me the victory of Fubara was through his effort? Was he part of it? He won't say that. Even when Wike was packaging Fubara, and many of these ex-governors came out to support Wike, they were not there. So put that apart. Everybody's entitled to who he wants to support.
Opinion,
Now the guy has won an election. There's a crisis in the state. You're one of the first civilian governor of the state. A highly respected Nigerian. Somebody that does my heart for. Odili, somebody. You don't got close. Professionally is grounded. Politically is very exposed. He would have been both. I was even expecting people like the Odili. Wike and Odili were so close. You wouldn't dispute that fact. If something is going wrong, if you even take the person like Odili, take a chartered flight, or even invite Wike, I want to see you. I want to tell you something.
Yeah, it's like a son.
Yeah, it's like a son. If Odili invites Wike will leave Abuja and come to attack. Wike, I want to see you. Just come. What will be the problem? What is really the problem between you and your son? Because it's your son. We knew
you made him.
You made him. They should be frank to say it. You made him. Because there's not only that, when the election was announced, the day the election was announced, that he won, you saw Fubara prostrating, kneeling down.
The videos are there.
The videos are there to say, were they there? Let me use that language. They were not there. They were not there. So somebody made this one. That's the point I keep telling you that, yes, Wike, you really tried. But if this guy is going contrary, it is the duty of the state advocate to caution him. But the only problem I see here, there are multiple problems on the side of Fubara as well too. Because I don't have to take side rolling like that.
Why do you say so?
I would say so. You disobeying somebody who brought you into power. At the same time, you don't have respect for the legislation. I mean, that's like just the point I'm making.
But don't you feel he's doing that because he feels the legislature are backing or siding Wike?
Who is he supposed to side? Who is he supposed to follow? If the legislator, if somebody single-handedly made almost 90% of the legislature or 95% of the legislature, and he single-handedly made you a governor. Why don't you guys team up together and say this man made us? You cannot dispute that this man never made.
No, that's not that. He never said that.
He never said that. So now, what are you supposed to measure? You are even supposed to measure the legislator. Who would tell our Godfather, say, we need some kind of this kind of things.
Especially having that federal presence.
You team up with the legislature. Then you have a formidable force. The executive and the legislature teaming up together, meeting their Godfather. We has blood running on the strings.
Yeah.
Definitely. I want to tell you this. If they merged, this whole issue would not have happened. But I see some kind of act of arrogance. I don't want to say attached to both parties. The legislature, they are arrogant on themselves. The governor is the father of the state. I will repeat it. I want to tell you that this thing, I keep saying the dose to this, the antidote to this problem is that today the House of Assembly is sitting. If Fubara walks to the House, nobody will stop him.
Of course not.
And the whole problem will stop. The whole problem is just, these are pride. These are issues of pride.
Okay, now, Chief Sunny Onuesoke,
yes.
It is also being alleged, I like putting being alleged,
Yeah, being alleged.
that maybe the present Speaker of the House of Assembly is having a governorship aspiration.
I'm not privy to that. I told you I have 2-3 friends there, but I'm not privy to that.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, anyway, he's been rumored in some quarters.
It's alleged, because that is Nigerian language today. So I don't know that the speaker wants to contest. But one thing I want to say here is, if Wiki had an understanding with Fubara, there's going to be one tenor. That is their bedroom agreement.
Okay.
That is done in the public domain.
Okay.
Because Rivers State does not belong to Wiki, and either it does not belong to Fubara.
Okay.
It is the people of Rivers State that will decide who is going to become the next governor.
You're talking about the constitutional real arrangement.
Yes, that is why I said they have all their artilleries. They have all their artilleries, the armory, to settle themselves. I'm telling you this, it's very easy. I've been so privileged with some of the House members. We've spoken a lot. You know me and Rivers State issues now. Yeah. When Wike was there, when this NDC saga, that lady came, I moved to Rivers State almost 2 weeks. I was there. I'm bold enough to say things there. I have good friends there. It's a simple calculation. Listen, let's not dishead us because of maybe crumbs they want to collect from the executive. Start making issues and statements that doesn't play well. Listen, let me tell you, every state has a godfather. There's no governor in Nigeria that don't have a godfather.
A perceived godfather.
Perceived godfather. But it all depends on the way you manage it with your predecessor and your successor. That's how it depends on the way you manage it. No governor will come out to the heart of the Tennessee that tell me nothing of the godfather. Who is that person? Who does that? Who said so? It has never been done. Manage your own. Be loyal sometimes. You understand? I agree with you. But you must have a relationship with it. If you really want to have a grab of your state, you need a cogent, a robust relationship with your legislature. If you are having that relationship with the legislator, because they all belong to one family, the father who gave birth to the legislator is Wike. Who gave birth to the governor is Wike. I tell you, the children will just come, okay, you want to know, we don't like this.
But don't you feel that's why these 4 other State House of Assembly members are just beginning to shift the ground?
Yeah, no, they're not.
Knowing that we are all in the same...
With that statement, we will provoke the other colleagues. It's an arrangement within the House. I can boldly say that. It's an arrangement within the House. Just to tell him.
Okay, a window of reconciliation is open.
Just a window of reconciliation. You just got it. A window of reconciliation. So that the governor will just go, okay, some of the boys they are now with me. Okay. My leaders in the House. How do we go from here? Okay. It's a simple issue.
Okay, well, anyway, as much as it's simple, I just really want to let you know, in case you are joining us, we're talking about a major one. And we're talking about the issue that seemed to have bedeviled Rivers State for a very long time, and indeed has already raised its ugly head. And we're talking about the issue of the rift between no other person but Simi Fubara, who is the governor of the state, and also the State House of Assembly on one side, as much as I have to really correct that. Yes, on the State House of Assembly on one side, indeed looking at what seems to be happening in the state.
Yes.
But like we said in my introduction, 2 other lawmakers have now joined the previous 2 that has indeed said that they feel rather than an impeachment route that should be followed.
They didn't join the governor.
Yes.
They 4 legislators.
Or 4 legislators.
They just decided to form a peace committee.
They are now seeking for a different tone as it concerns resolution of this conflict.
Correct.
Like I said, we still have no other person but Chief Sunny Onuesoke, former governorship aspirant in Delta State, helping to talk politically about what he feels on this very issue.
My opinion is independent.
Well, I know, yeah, you are entitled to your opinion, and that's what we always do on dialogue. We bring people and let you state your opinion. But I want you now also to come to another major one. Now, we were also opportune to listen to another person, but because we are still talking about national and state actors playing to the gallery on the issue of this race. Now, we had the privilege to listen also to a former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose.
Yes.
Now, Fayose said a lot also on Monday. And I want you, or just beginning of this week, and I want you to listen to what he said. Now, Ayodele Fayose said that President Tinubu is unlikely to remove the minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, to favor Rivers State Governor Fubara. And he said, that's on the ongoing political issue in the state. Yeah. Now, let me just go to critically how he said it. Now, he said, the Asuwaju that I know will not get rid of Wike for a Fubara. Wike came from Rivers to give support to President Tinubu, and with his political relevance, he has also helped to indeed make the Mr. President proud based on his performance as FCT minister and his ability to deliver electoral outcome for the APC. End of quote. Now, I want a response to that because there's this now talk that they feel the National Secretary of the APC has come out to say he's in support of Fubara and that APC is not PDP. That if Wike could stand his ground against Fubara, APC is quite different. That Fubara is the state head of the APC in Rivers State. Now, Ayodele Fayose has come out to say, well, those gone in to say that Wike, because Wike said if Mr. President wants to remove him, he has the only power to do so.
Of course.
Which we are, of course. Now, I feel Ayodele Fayose is only responding to that assertion.
He spoke my mind. I don't even
But my question now is, I want you to respond to this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Politically, let's wait. Which side do you feel, Mr. President? Because if he has called them now, it's third time to order. But we are just saying, if it does not work, which side will he go?
Well, I'm in the public domain, but I will not deviate from your answers. I tell you the way it looks like. Because I'm 60. I'm an old man, very old now. So at my age, we cannot say
the truth
now.
The way it is.
Where am I going? Where I'm going to is very close. Very, very close. The place that I'm going to, very close.
But we'll be happy to have you here for a long time. But go ahead.
I start 3 decades to walk
I love that.
To walk the blues.
A very young old man. But go ahead.
At 90, I'll still be walking the blues. Right? See, it's a very simple thing. You don't underplay the factor of Wike in the president's heart.
In the president's heart.
I'm saying this. I'm boldly saying this without caring whose horse is going to be guard. Don't underplay the role of Wike in the president's heart. This is done for Rivers State overrunning. The role of Wike in the president's heart, what Fayose just said, same with me. And you don't want it with Tinubu. He does not forget those that gives him air. Look at his cabinet. Tinubu is somebody who does not, maybe you did something for Tinubu today. In another 2 decades, he has that sharp memory. You see, one thing I don't take away from Tinubu is part of the things, it's part of some of his policies. He's a sound, well-grounded Nigerian. Not because of economic threat. He knows the inner heart of this country. He knows where the flower block is, and he knows how to arrange it. Despite our being inconsistent.
So he's a genuine top-notch politician.
Yes, he's a genuine top-notch. Tinubu prepared to become president. I just want to tell you something.
So he was the only one that was not made a president?
Yes. Tinubu was prepared since time to become president of this country. I'm saying this. I'm not too much his fans.
I know.
I love some of his policy, but I'm bold enough to tell him these policies are not good. Yeah. Like I'm against the tax reform.
So you said. We might bring you up to talk about that later.
I'm against the tax reform.
Yeah.
As for the insecurity, he's performing excellently perfect. Since 2003, he's the best man that has ever handled that security issue. But you won't understand the dividend now. It's coming soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
In another 3-6 months' time,
We'll
see
start
the peace
seeing.
in this country. So I respect him most of the time. And that thing I tell you, he doesn't forget who did this or that for him. Even when there were protests were going on, those he were here with during the protest time, they are benefactors today. You know what am I trying to say? I will say it boldly. Wike does someone that the president of this country is going to dish apart. Just
Because of Fubara.
not because of Fubara. No, he won't do that. Rather, he will go as a president for settlement. Like in my right, I said, don't interfere, we settle. The settlement of Rivers State is children of one father who are not respecting themselves. The legislature and the executive, they belong to one father. There's dispute between the legislature and the executive. 2 children, look at it. 2 children, 2 children of one father. 2 mama, but now 1 papa born there. You get my point too?
Yes.
So the issue I was saying here, let's Fubara settle with the legislature, Wike will be settled. And that settles it. I know I'm an insider what is going on. The subordination of the legislature by Fubara is on the high side. You don't neglect elected legislator like you've been elected. You neglect them. They doesn't look like people to you. There are sometimes look at the functions. Most states you see their speaker, you see their governor. Like my governor. You see speaker, see the governor, most of the functions they attend.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that in Rivers State?
No.
Mr. Speaker, your brother Fubara, they call you, come. We'll go this occasion. That is hard to know. But you don't insubordinate people. I could say most of them will became like I quote Wike, most of them were the legislator, most like 7%. Single-handedly, he bought their tickets, including you, the governor. So you guys are, I would say, two mother of one father.
So with this realization that Mr. President would, if, we're just saying if these issues are not resolved, will go for Wike rather than Fubara, is that not enough knowledge for Fubara to eat the humble pie and go to Wike?
I keep telling you, we are repeating the same story. Fubara owns the knife and the yam. He can settle the issue of Rivers State with a tweak of 20 minutes. You know how this goes? I keep saying it. I've heard people in the house who said, if this guy busts out now, the OT does scatter. I use the real language. If he goes there to them as they are sitting, the speaker will not stop him to come to
now,
the guys.
I don't want us to sound like a broken record. In your own final assessment, because time you won't believe we'll be talking for 1 hour.
It should be serious.
Well, anyway, because my PD is already giving me the sign that our time is almost up. Now, Chief Sunny Onuesoke, I know you as a man that sees it, and you look at all the political calculations, and Chief Sunny Onuesoke, in your own honest assessment, you've seen the way it has progressed, you see what's happening. How will this end?
There's settlement in Rivers State. Quote me. I'm in the national television here. There's settlement in Rivers State, even without the involvement of Wike. Mark it somewhere. Because I said, President.
So it will not go the way of impeachment?
No, it's not going to end up so. It's going to be a kind of a dent in the APC record nationally. It's an APC president, governor, impeached by APC legislators. We don't tolerate that in APC. No. So the president is going to mediate. You know, that people seeking the crossover of APC, right? The president is going to mediate. I know that definitely. The mediation just said that I want to remove Wike from it. You, Fubara is your senior brother. Speaker, you are the younger brother. But yeah, men are not even the tell Wike with it, but men are around the state. Because you make sure, and that's one, the alleged agreement he said he's going to run one. I don't like that language. You don't tell someone that's elected by River State people to say he's going to run one. Was it the elected people who elected? Is it Wike that elected him? That is going to give you condition to go? I support this side, I support this side. I'm an analyzer. I try to analyze issues. So I don't want to hear that language to say footballers should go on 110. No, I don't want to hear that language at all. Because it was not elected by Wike. It was elected by River State people. If they don't want him, let them. The vote will decide. I see peace coming in River State. Here today. Well, anyway. I'm envisaging, just quote, I'm not a prophet, but I'm envisaging footballer was telling me that he has today. Yes. Maybe you will call me in the evening. I'm not a prophet because I'm close. Yes. I'm saying this. Wike will not be there when they will settle. Then you go and meet the father, will not settle. Not that the River State was they are not getting what they are supposed to get to. Because like someone's story, they said, They give you 100,000 naira for Christmas. It's not a university. I don't like those rumors, those things.
We'll not go in the way of rumors that will not really are unfounded. But where we'll go is we'll go towards the route of thanking you so much.
I appreciate it.
I know how busy you are, but you need to honor the call of Atlantic TV. And
I will take it in our conference.
So yeah, that I know. That I know. But you needed to still carve out that small time, to come, and we will not take that for granted. We want to thank you so much, Sunny Onuesoke. And we do know that this is the beginning of one in many of your presence coming to talk about major national issues on the front burner of the country. Thank you so much, Chief Sunny Onuesoke. Like I said, he is a former governorship aspirant and is chieftain of the APC in Delta State.
Let me appreciate what I saw here today on Atlantic TV in Warri. I'm glad.
Well,
see, these are the things that motivate me. I keep telling old Warri, old school, this Warri group, sound minds, from the multiple tribes. Everywhere. But we Warri children, Warri Pikin, now Warri Pikin. If a Warri Pikin do this kind of, they freak me. Oh God!
Well, thank you for your praise, we truly appreciate that, and we thank you so much. Well, anyway, it's more like a wrap on our dialogue today, and I will always insist that the conversation does not end here. Let's get your reactions as they come. Let's get your reactions. Comment on all we've talked about today. Would it end the way as being predicted by Chief Sunny Onuesoke? Would there be a settlement at the end of the day to ensure that no APC governor was impeached by a APC house? All of that, we'd like to get your reactions as they come. But man, it's a wrap on the show today. But remember, the news will come around the hour just as much as trending will follow. But for me, Michael Gobadia, God bless you. Let's see how I'll do this.